My beloved child, I speak to you now, not with the voice of a distant God, but with the tenderness of a parent who watches over you every moment, even when you do not see it. Hear these words, for they are not fleeting, nor are they meant to be heard just once. They are truths that will echo in your heart for as long as you live. You are loved, just as you are. Before you were born, I knew you. I watched as you grew from the smallest spark of life into the person you are today. Each moment, every heartbeat, every thought, and every feeling that has touched you, I have been there. My love for you is not conditional. It does not waver based on the decisions you make, the mistakes you believe you have committed, or the parts of yourself you feel ashamed of. You are loved not for what you do, not for how you appear, but simply for who you are. You see, in this world, there is often pressure to fit into molds and meet expectations that others place upon you. They will try to shape you into what they think you should be. They may try to make you believe that you are not enough unless you meet their standards. But know this, no one knows you like I do. No one loves you as I do. The love I offer you does not come with strings attached. It is not a love that is based on achievements or perfection, for there is no such thing as perfection. There is only you, perfectly as you are, in all your beauty, complexity, and simplicity. Every time you question your worth, remember, I do not make mistakes. I made you with intention, with fire, and with an understanding of the very depths of your soul. There is no part of you that is a mistake. Even the parts you may view as flaws, those too were woven into you with a purpose. They are not burdens to bear, but aspects of you that make you uniquely, wonderfully, and undeniably you. I know you. I know your strengths and your weaknesses, your dreams and your fears. I know the parts of you that you hide from the world, the parts that you are afraid to show because you fear rejection. But hear me now. There is nothing in you that I do not love. There is nothing you could do to make me love you less. The love I offer is boundless, unconditional, and ever-present. Even when you falter, even when you struggle to see the good within yourself, I am here. In your darkest moments, when you feel lost or alone, I am with you, carrying you in ways you may not even understand. I see the pain in your heart, the moments of doubt that cloud your mind, and the weariness that might take over your spirit. Yet my love for you does not change. It remains steadfast, unshaken by the trials of life. You are still loved, just as you are. There is no need to change to be worthy of this love. You do not need to prove yourself to me, for I have already seen all that you are, and I still choose to love you. You are not defined by your mistakes, your failures, or your shortcomings. You are defined by the love that I have for you, a love that is greater than any flaw, any fear, or any imperfection. So when you look in the mirror and struggle to see the beauty within, remember that I see you fully. I see beyond the surface, beyond the doubts you carry, beyond the fear that tries to convince you that you are not enough. I see the heart that beats within you, the soul that longs for love, and the person you are becoming. My child, you are loved, not for what you have done, not for who others expect you to be, but simply because you are mine. And that, my child, is enough. You are enough. There is a love that exists beyond the limits of your understanding, a love that does not require your perfection, but rather your presence. It is not a love that is given based on what you accomplish or how well you perform. It is a love that sees the whole of you, even in your brokenness, and still calls you worthy. This love does not demand you to change. It welcomes you as you are, with all your complexities, your doubts, your mistakes, and your triumphs. In your life, you will encounter many voices. Some will encourage you. Others will criticize. Some will affirm you, and others will try to tear you down. There are voices that tell you that you are not enough, that you must change this part of yourself or fix that flaw in order to be loved. But I am here to tell you, those voices are not the truth. The truth is this: you are loved, just as you are. It is easy to feel as though you must measure up to the standards set by the world around you. In a world that tells you that beauty, success, and worthiness come with conditions, it can be difficult to remember that love is not earned. It is given freely, just as you are. Even in your most imperfect moments, you are still worthy of love. Even when you feel weak, even when you feel like you've lost your way, you are loved. Even when you doubt yourself and wonder if you will ever be enough, you are loved. I do not love you because of what you do. I love you because of who you are. This love is not a transaction. It is a gift. And unlike anything in this world, it will never fade or disappear. It will never run dry or grow distant. This love is constant and steady, unchanging in the face of time, circumstance, or your own personal struggles. You might feel that you need to fix yourself before you can truly be loved. Perhaps there are parts of you that you are ashamed of, or that you try to hide from the world. You may feel like if you could just change this or that about yourself, then you would be worthy of love. But hear this: there is no need to change for me. I see you as you are, and I love you fully. I do not ask you to be perfect, for you are not called to perfection, but to presence. You are loved in your imperfection, in your authenticity, in your truth. There is great power in being able to love yourself as you are, in embracing the person you are in this very moment. When you learn to accept yourself, to see yourself through the lens of love instead of judgment, you will begin to unlock the depth of your own worth. Know that there is no need for you to put on a mask or pretend to be something you are not. In the very act of being yourself, you are enough. I understand that sometimes it is hard to accept this love, especially when you feel unworthy or broken. There are moments when the weight of the world, the burden of your past, or the difficulty of your present circumstances can cloud your view of who you truly are. You may feel as though you have fallen too far, or that your mistakes have defined you. But those mistakes do not define you. They are merely experience, lessons learned, paths that have shaped you, but they do not take away from your value. In the eyes of the world, you may be told that you need to earn love, to meet certain conditions before you can truly be accepted. But that is not how my love works. My love is not something you have to earn. It is freely given, just as you are. I see you in your joy and in your sorrow, in your strengths, and in your weaknesses. I know every part of you, the things you are proud of, and the things you keep hidden from others. And still, I love you. There is no corner of your heart, no aspect of your being that I do not see. There is no place where my love cannot reach. When you feel alone, I am there. When you feel unworthy, I am there, reminding you that you are enough. My love surrounds you, supports you, and carries you, even when you do not see it. I created you with purpose, with intention. You are not here by accident, and you are not loved by chance. You are loved because I see the full story of your life, the depth of your soul, and the beauty that resides within you, even when you may not feel it. So when the world tries to tell you that you are not enough, remember this: you are loved just as you are, and there is nothing in this world that can ever take that love away. As you move through life, you will encounter moments that will test your sense of self. You may face challenges that shake you to your core, moments of doubt that make you question your purpose, or experiences that lead you to believe you are somehow unworthy of love. But in these moments, I want you to remember one thing. My love does not change, regardless of the storms you face or the mistakes you make. You are loved, just as you are. In a world where appearances can sometimes matter more than truth, it can be easy to lose sight of who you truly are. You may find yourself comparing your journey to others, feeling like you fall short in some way, or thinking that you need to fit into a mold that the world has made for you. But I tell you now, the world's standards are not mine. The love I offer you is not measured by the accomplishments you achieve or the external image you present. It is rooted in the essence of who you are, your heart, your soul, your being. You are loved because of the depth of your spirit, not because of what you do, but because you exist. There is no need to earn this love, to prove your worth, or to change who you are to feel it. The love I offer you is as constant as the air you breathe, as steady as the ground beneath your feet. It has no conditions, no expectations, and no limitations. At times, you may feel like you are too broken, too far from where you want to be, or too lost to be loved. But this is the beauty of unconditional love. It heals. The love that I offer you is not just a love that holds you in your brightest moments, but also a love that will carry you through your darkest ones. It is a love that mends the broken places, restores what has been lost, and breathes life into your weary heart. When you feel overwhelmed by the weight of your struggles, when you feel as though you have nothing left to give, my love is there, holding you up. It is the gentle hand that lifts you when you can no longer stand on your own. It is the whisper in your heart that says, "You are enough, just as you are." In every tear you shed, in every wound you carry, my love wraps around you like a healing balm, soothing the pain and reminding you that you are whole. Sometimes it can be difficult to accept this love, especially when you feel unworthy. The world will tell you that you must prove yourself to be loved, that you must meet certain standards before you are deserving of affection. But I want you to understand that you do not need to prove anything to me. I already know you. I see you as you are, and I love you without condition, without expectation, and without end. You are loved, even in your brokenness. You are loved, even when you struggle to love yourself. You are loved, even when you feel you are unworthy. This love is not dependent on your ability to change or to become perfect. It is a love that transcends your flaws, your doubts, and your fears. It is a love that sees beyond the surface and recognizes the beauty within you, even when you cannot see it yourself. You are not your mistakes. You are not the wounds you carry. You are not defined by your past, nor by the things you believe disqualify you from love. You are a soul created with purpose, a heart filled with potential, and a spirit capable of great things. My love does not see you as broken or incomplete. My love sees you as whole, as a beautiful, and as a deserving of all that is good. The path you walk may not always be easy. There will be moments of pain, moments when you question your worth, moments when you feel the weight of the world bearing down on you. But know this, I will never leave you. My love will never fail you. It will carry you through the storms, guide you through the darkness, and be a constant reminder that you are never alone. I know that sometimes it is hard to see your own worth. You may look in the mirror and see flaws, mistakes, and imperfections. You may think that you are not enough, that you must be different to deserve love. But I am telling you now that you are loved just as you are, and there is nothing you can do to change that. You are enough. You always have been, and you always will be. In your journey, you will encounter people who will try to define you based on their own expectations, their own standards of what is good or worthy. But remember, they do not know you as I do. They do not see you the way I see you. They do not know the depths of your heart, the strength of your spirit, or the beauty that lies within you. But I do, and I love you just as you are. Let this love heal you. Let it fill the empty spaces in your heart, the places that have been broken by the world. Let it restore you to wholeness, and know that in my eyes, you are always worthy. You are loved just as you are. There is a power in the love you are offered, a power that is not simply about acceptance, but about transformation. The love I offer you is not passive. It is not a love that waits in the background while you navigate the challenges of life. It is active, living, and breathing within you. It has the capacity to transform your very soul, to reshape the way you see yourself, and to guide you to the fullest expression of who you are meant to be. But understand this: transformation does not mean changing who you are at your core. The love that I offer does not require you to become someone else. It does not ask you to shed your true self in favor of a version that meets the world's standards. It asks only that you embrace who you truly are and allow my love to help you grow into the fullest version of that truth. You are not meant to become someone else. You are meant to become more fully who you are, more loving, more compassionate, more at peace with yourself. This love is a love that invites you to heal, to release the burdens that weigh you down, to let go of the fear and shame that hold you back. It invites you to step into the truth of your being, without fear, without hesitation, and without judgment. The transformation that comes from accepting this love is not about perfection, but about growth. A growth that comes from knowing you are loved no matter where you are on your journey. You are loved as you are. And yet, that love has the ability to help you rise to greater heights, to become the best version of yourself. It is the love that calls you to be kinder, to be more patient, to be more forgiving. Not because you have to, but because this love fills you up so completely that it overflows into the world around you. This love transforms you from the inside out, not by forcing you to change, but by helping you recognize the truth of who you are. When you come to understand that you are already loved, just as you are, something powerful happens. You begin to release the need for validation from the outside world. You stop searching for approval in the eyes of others, and instead, you start to see yourself through the eyes of love. You begin to recognize your own worth, not because someone else tells you that you are worthy, but because you know in the deepest part of your being that you are. This love allows you to stop hiding the parts of yourself that you have deemed unworthy. It encourages you to step into your truth, even when the world might try to tell you that you are not enough. It is in this space, the space where you are fully accepted, fully loved, just as you are, that true transformation can begin. You do not need to earn this love. It is not something you need to work for or achieve. It is given freely from the moment you come into being, and it will never leave you. The love I offer is not based on how well you perform or how many mistakes you avoid. It is based on the simple fact that you exist, that you are worthy, that you are mine. So allow yourself to rest in this love. Allow yourself to feel its presence, not as a distant concept, but as something that surrounds you, fills you, and transforms you. The more you embrace this love, the more you will see yourself as you truly are, beautiful, worthy, and capable of great things. You are not defined by your failures, your struggles, or your fears. You are defined by this love, a love that sees you for the incredible person you are, even in your most difficult moments. As you embrace this love, you will find that you begin to release the things that no longer serve you. The shame, the guilt, the fear, they will start to fade, replaced by a sense of peace, of confidence, and of joy. You will begin to see yourself with new eyes Eyes that no longer focus on your flaws, but on the beauty that resides within you. The love I offer is not a love that demands you to be anything other than yourself. It is a love that empowers you to become the best version of yourself, the truest version of yourself. Know this: you are loved just as you are. And from that place of love, you can become everything you were always meant to be. You are not defined by your imperfections or by the world's standards. You are defined by the love that I have for you, a love that is unconditional, eternal, and transformative. Allow that love to fill you, to heal you, and to guide you to the fullness of who you are. You are enough, and you are loved beyond measure. It's easy to believe that love has limitations. Sometimes we feel like our love is only valid when we meet certain conditions or when we show ourselves to be deserving. The world may teach us that we must be perfect, that we must follow a set of rules, or that we must be someone we're not in order to be loved. But this is not the truth. The love that I offer you knows no boundaries. It is not conditional, and it cannot be measured by your successes or failures. You are loved just as you are, without any need to prove yourself, without any need to change, and without any expectations attached. There is no threshold you must cross to receive this love, no standard to meet to be worthy of it. You are loved right where you are. The love I have for you is not something that fluctuates based on what you do. It is not something that is given and taken away based on your behavior. It is steady, unwavering, and eternal. In this world, it can often feel like love is transactional, that we must give something in return to earn it. But the love I offer you is a gift. It is freely given, and it is always available to you. It will never be withdrawn, and it is never dependent on how well you perform. My love is constant, and it is as certain as the stars in the sky. It doesn't matter how many times you stumble, how many times you feel unworthy, or how far you may think you've fallen. This love remains. There is no part of you that is beyond the reach of my love. Your flaws, your mistakes, your imperfections, they do not disqualify you. You may feel at times that you are too broken, too lost, or too unlovable to be deserving of love. But let me tell you, you are loved right now, just as you are. My love is the force that mends the broken pieces, that heals the wounds you carry, and that reassures you that you are always enough. Your struggles do not lessen your worth. In fact, they can become the very places where my love can shine the brightest. When you are at your lowest, when you are struggling to see the light, my love surrounds you, lifting you up. It is the love that holds you when you cannot hold yourself, that wraps around you like a warm embrace in your darkest moments. It is in these moments of vulnerability and weakness that the power of love becomes most apparent. This love will never leave you, no matter where you go. There is nowhere on earth, no place in the universe where this love does not reach. You could climb the highest mountain or sink into the deepest valley, and my love will still be with you. It is not bound by time, space, or circumstance. It is as infinite as the stars, as vast as the sky, and as constant as the turning of the earth. There is no place that is beyond the grasp of my love. You may sometimes feel like you are alone, or like you are too different to be accepted. But remember, my love knows no borders. It does not distinguish between race, gender, or status. It does not care about your background or your past. It cares only for you, exactly as you are. I see you for who you truly are, and that is enough. You are precious, you are valued, and you are deeply loved. This love is not limited by anything that the world might use to define you. The world may try to categorize you, to label you, to tell you who you should be, but My love sees beyond these labels. It sees your heart, your soul, your unique light. It doesn't matter what the world thinks of you. What matters is that you are mine, and I love you with a love that is beyond understanding. There is no need to hide from my love. No need to pretend to be something you are not. You do not need to put on a mask to be loved by me. The real you, the you who feels imperfect, the you who struggles, the you who doubts. You are enough. You are loved in your entirety. You do not have to change or become someone else to deserve this love. It is yours right now, just as you are. When you embrace the truth that you are loved, just as you are, it changes everything. It frees you from the fear of not being enough, and it opens up space in your heart for healing, for growth, and for joy. You can stop running from your imperfections. Stop hiding the parts of yourself that you believe are unlovable. And instead, you can step into the truth of who you are. Beautiful, unique, and fully loved. There is no part of you that is too far gone, too broken, or too flawed to be loved. You are whole, you are worthy, and you are loved beyond measure. In this love, you are safe, you are enough, and you always have been. Rest in this love, and know that no matter where life takes you, it will always be there for you, unwavering and constant, holding you, guiding you, and loving you. It is natural to search for peace in the world around you, to try to find calm in the noise and chaos that surrounds you. You might seek comfort in accomplishments, in the approval of others, or in the temporary joys that life offers. But true peace, the kind that lasts, can only be found in the unwavering knowledge that you are loved, just as you are. The peace I offer is not something that comes and goes. It does not depend on your circumstances, nor does it fade with time. It is a peace that is anchored in the truth of who you are and the unshakable fact that you are loved beyond measure. This peace flows from the deep understanding that no matter what you face, no matter where you go, you are always held in the arms of love. When you begin to grasp the reality that you are loved, just as you are, you will find that a quiet, gentle peace begins to settle in your soul. It is a peace that surpasses all understanding, one that cannot be disturbed by the trials of life, by the opinions of others, or by the weight of your own fears and insecurities. This peace does not depend on achieving perfection or living up to expectations. It rests solely on the love that has always been yours, that is still yours, and that will forever be yours. This peace comes when you let go of the need to prove yourself, when you stop running after the world's validation, and when you stop striving to meet unrealistic standards of success or happiness. You see, peace is not something that can be earned or attained through effort. It is a gift that comes when you rest in the truth that you are loved, no matter what. The love I offer does not ask you to be anything other than who you are. It calls you to rest, to surrender, to embrace the truth that you are enough. When you accept this love and the peace that comes with it, you begin to see the world differently. You stop trying to fit into molds that never truly felt like you. You stop seeking approval from people who may not understand the real you. Instead, you learn to trust in the love that is constant, that is ever present, and that sees you for the beautiful soul you are. In that trust, there is peace. In that knowing, there is stillness. And when you rest in this peace, you will find that the challenges of life become easier to bear. The weight of the world doesn't seem so heavy, because you know that you are loved, and that love will carry you through. You will find strength in this love, not because of your own power, but because of the power of love that lives within you. You are never alone. You are never without support. You are always, always loved. This peace also opens the door to healing. When you know that you are loved just as you are, you begin to allow the healing process to take place. You stop holding on to past hurts, past mistakes, and past regrets. Because you understand that those things do not define you. They are not who you are. You are more than your mistakes. You are more than your pain. You are a beloved child of love. And that love is the force that heals all things. As you embrace this peace, you also begin to release the need for control. Life is full of uncertainties, and it can be tempting to try to manage every detail, to hold everything together perfectly. But peace comes when you trust that love has it all in hand. When you stop fighting against the flow of life and allow yourself to be carried by the current of love, you will find that everything falls into place, just as it should. The love you are given is enough to handle all things, even those things that seem beyond your understanding. You are loved, and that love is enough. True peace comes when you recognize that you are loved in your entirety, not in spite of your flaws, but because of them. Your imperfections do not make you less worthy of love. They make you uniquely you. And that uniqueness, that beautiful expression of life, is exactly what I have created you to be. I do not see you as broken or incomplete. I see you as whole, as perfect in your own way, and as deserving of the love that is already yours. When you see yourself through the lens of love, you begin to see the beauty in your imperfections. You begin to embrace your journey, your growth, and your becoming. And in that acceptance, you find peace. In this peace, there is no room for fear or doubt. You no longer need to question whether you are enough or whether you are loved. You know in your heart that you are. The love that I offer you is perfect, and it will never fail you. It is the constant in a world that may seem uncertain. It is the rock upon which you can build your life. So rest in this peace, child. Know that you are loved, just as you are. You do not need to strive for approval or chase after fleeting moments of happiness. You are loved, fully, deeply, and unconditionally. In this truth, you will find the peace that you have been searching for, and it will remain with you for always.